Hey, what's up? We're back. We're back in the shop. It's Thanksgiving night. Pulling some hours. Like I said, it's still crunch time, so let's jump right into it. All right, where we left off is we got the front bumper mounted up. I did already order everything that we need to complete what we started. Now it's time to move on to this rear body mount. All right, so like I mentioned before, I do have Silky's machine, and I was going through his files, and I happened to find that he did actually have a complete setup of what he wanted to do when it comes to the rear body mount. So I got the computer fired up. We'll jump right into it, and I'll kind of show you a little bit more in depth of what we're going to do some more of these cutouts. All right, so as you can see, this is what he had in his files. Now, it did come with a whole bunch of other stuff, but we don't need that, so we're just going to be focusing on the rear body mount. So, if you could tell, I don't know if you can tell by the colors, we have black, blue, and red. So this is so I can individually cut whatever I need. So if I don't want to waste time or material just cutting these blues out, we don't really need those. The most important thing is the outside and the mounting positions. So we'll go up here, we'll turn off what we want, setting, and then we'll make a cutout. The old laser. All right, so we got the laser fired up. It's going to be a little bit louder. Not only do we have to vent, so we got the garage door open a little bit, and the actual unit itself has a water chiller, so it's gonna be making all kind of noise just like any other machinery out there. So see what we got here. So we have our highlighted deal, and we went ahead, shifted over, and then we're going to try to see if I can do this at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. We'll zoom out just to try to get us, we can get as much use of our material that we have. And I went ahead and cut out another piece of cardboard. All right, so this is the inside of our laser. We're gonna go ahead and just set this up somewhere. It doesn't really matter at this moment because we can move where we want this to be at. So what I wanna do is, I'm gonna push a button and it'll tell me where it traces. So the actual size of what we're cutting out. It'll tell me where we're at, and we'll try to move it around the object on the desk like we did earlier on the screen. I'm trying to get the most of our material here. All right, I don't know if I can see that, but I'm about to hit. It's going to frame out where it's cutting at. Seems like it does pretty good. Let's do that again. So I'm going to take a good look. So this is exactly as much space it's going to take. Looks like we need to move our cardboard up or move our image up a little bit. We'll go ahead and move our image up. So we're back over here. It's highlighted. So this is a direct image off of the drawings. I have not altered anything in any way. So we're going to do some cutouts, and then we're going to go straight over to the car and see how it fits. Let's do another trace out, see what it looks like. It looks pretty good. We can probably do a little more fine tuning, but for the first cut, we'll go with that. So we'll go ahead and close our door and get ready to cut. So before we get started, we make sure we select all of our stuff here. We are set up to do 2 passes, which is needed for our, when we do the kydex and stuff, we're changing all the set points. But we don't need to do the blue. I don't want to do any of the extra stuff. We just want to do the outline and this mounting hole, so that would be black and red. And just to verify, we can come up here, shows you the image. We can go ahead and push play, and it shows us how it's going to cut out. So that was pretty fast. So we're just going to cut the insides first, and then we'll do the outside so it doesn't move around on us. Once that's ready, we'll go ahead and start. Doing all the holes first, and then just going to do the outside. that's it. So we sent the nozzle home. We'll come in here, smooth that out of the way. There's our piece, just like that. All right, so we're coming back out here to the car, and then this is actually off of the SC mod, I believe. But you know, it is what it is. So I believe he wanted this going, so this is going to go all the way up on there, like that. This is very similar to how they mount the custom works. So pretty much a block here. We're going to take all these spacers out, and then we're going to see if this lines up with our hose. All right, so as you can see, we've done removed the block and all the spacers that was in there. So if you look at this right here, we compare the old with the new design. Like I said, this is off of SC mod, which makes more sense. But you know, there's quite a bit of significant. But we can always alter it in there. But we're going to stick to the original design. So let's see if it fits on this block here. So if you go here, and it doesn't matter which one, that is dead on perfect. So there's really not much modifications that we're going to do other than go ahead and we'll go ahead and highlight the blue in the computer and make another cutout. All right, so now we have everything selected. We're going to cut everything out. We'll do another test window real quick. There. We'll hit play. I'll find my mouse. See, so now we switch okay. We got the door lock, we got everything framed out, and then we're gonna start doing another cut. That's it. Go ahead and lift this up. We'll move this out of the way. And we'll grab our piece. There it is. So there it is. Let's see if I can get these lined up. There you can see them. You can see they're lined up perfectly in the center. So now you have options. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and mount them in the center. When I do cut it out, mount them on the far edge to get as much coverage as I can, and then go from there. So it takes a little bit to try to figure out how to get it going. But once I figure it out, I mean, it just goes like that. And as you can see, we can make templates like that. So I'm very excited for what we're going to be able to do and accomplish with this. Like I said, eventually we're going to redo the whole kit. Just make sure everything lines up good. Make sure everything lines up to the factory mounting position, especially with these conversion kits. And like there's no issues. And then we can adjust as we need. So what we're going to do next is I do have carbon fiber here, but like I said, I think that's going to be like a trial and error on the set points. I've cut things out before, but I just want to be able to get the best out of it. So I have ordered different tips to do a little bit thinner so it won't take up so much real estate, because the bit that I have is a 3.0 millimeter. So we're going to try different things, but for now I do have some 3mm thick Kydex, and I think I want to try to add a logo to it. So I'm gonna find that. We're gonna load up a logo into the program, see if we can etch it in. All right, so what we did is load this up, make 3 of them so we can make 3 copies, and then I did an SJD logo in there. Now that one is only gonna go at 50 speed at only 10 power, so only graze the top of it and then cut it out. And then this is our final product. You can see it's charred a little bit, but then once you clean it up, it comes out like this, nice and clean. You can see Nice clean engraving. So we'll clean up the other one and we'll take a look back on the workbench. I was gonna use some of this 3 mil, but you can see it's got a really bad warp to it. So I'm gonna try to heat it up and then keep it down, and I'm gonna do some test cuts now. With this thin stuff, just like this other bumper, it cuts it out really smooth, and the power setting that I have on it is perfect. But this being thick, I'll show you what I did. I did do a test cut on it. So I did do some test cuts, and you can see with more power, it seems to char it some more. But if you wipe it off, it works. But if you can see these rims, now I don't know, I could have easily said we're just going to try it later on and show you the final product, but we ain't got nothing to hide here, so we are trying to figure this out. I don't know if I need to do big power and go really slow, but it's going to give me, the more it's exposed to heat, the more it gives me this rim. So, or do we just keep doing light passes? I don't know. But for the sake of having this mounted, we're going to go ahead and use the ones that we cut out. We'll double it up and then mount it on there. Let me show you. Oh, because these are laser cut, I mean, these are, I mean, right now it's off, but these are, see what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is double up on them for now and then get it mounted. And then we're gonna try to figure something out. If not, we'll run it like this. I don't care. I'll make some more. But I do care, because I do and I don't care for the sake of, for now, but I also don't want it to cause a problem while I'm racing, like it break. So we might dab some, I got some real thin glue that we use for acrylic. We'll see if that works, and if it works, we'll double up on it until we can figure out the situation on this 3. And then once we get that dialed in, we're going to try to figure out carbon fiber. So yeah. All right, so there it is. We got it mounted up. This is pretty much officially how I think Silky was kind of planning on doing it. Obviously, this would be out of carbon fiber, but so we got it mounted up. It looks pretty good. You can see the engraving in there, the etching. It's a little flimsy. It's doubled up, but I mean, you can see how detailed the laser is that you can double up on it and you can't even really tell. You can't tell because there's a little ridge there, but that's because the surface is smooth so the back side of this is smooth and the top is like this, so obviously it's going to create a little gap. But there you have it. It's a little bit of lead time on the bit to come in, so we might have to ride with this for a little bit. As of right now, the car looks pretty much complete. We do need to wait for these to come in. Don't really like these. And then these are all wore out. And then it's time for a new body. As you can see, it has had better days. All right, so there you have it. Real quick video on us creating a back body mount. I've been looking at the screen all day, so I have these stupid glasses on. So yeah, that's it. Up next, like I mentioned, is body, and then we're gonna finish up tires. So we can go ahead and get it mounted up and hopefully make some practice laps with this new setup and with those tires. So let me know what y'all think. These are some quick videos that are gonna be coming up. But up ahead, we gotta do the SC mod, and there's a couple of things we need to fix on it as well when it comes to parts. So hey, let me know what y'all think about this. If this is the kind of stuff you want, because I have a lot of plans for next year. I really want to start working on some of the stuff that me and Silky were working on, now that I figured out how to use the laser, and then we'll incorporate it into carbon fiber, so, or maybe even G10. So it's going to be an adventure. We're going to show you what I've been doing. Maybe some of y'all can help me out if y'all know anything about cutting the carbon fiber with this router. But full transparency here. We're here in the shop just like everybody else, trying to figure things out. So I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what y'all think below. Thank you for the support. And it's crunch time. We're still on it. So we'll see you on the next one.